So first step, install the standard valve compressor. It's a big Facom model on which I have also had this screw head press in order to lock it, because it tends to enlarge and let the cover go the one through, because the spring is very hard. It seems that it's too hard for this car, and it's not. I'm not sure it's the 91. Second phase of the extraction, I use a piece of wood in order to protect the bottom, where I will ask a professional to make it plain surface again. And so I have used this wood press, and at the top I have to be sure that the valve Q is not touched. So now I compress it. Slowly. Okay. And you see what happens when it's not well set up, it jumps. So I have changed the setup, and now I can compress it. And then you can see that that's strong. As I can't keep it with my hand, I ask help. Vas-y, continue de tourner.
Attends, faut que je fasse celui-là aussi. Hein, parce que... Voilà. Là, t'as plus qu'à attraper les deux.
Vas-y, prends-en une.
Faut le tournevis.
Ah, peut-être qu'on peut faire un peu plus.
Non.
Non, ok.
Il y en a un sauté déjà. Il y en a un sauté.
One goes,
Faut le
the other one.
Faut le tournevis.
Vas-y. Hein.
Il y en a un qui a sauté déjà. Le premier, il a sauté. Il a sauté. Fais gaffe à toi. Hein. Parce que si jamais ça se détend.
Non. Ouais.
J'arrive pas à l'avoir. Non, je peux pas le voir. Non, faut que je le relâche. T'as vu?
Ah ouais.
Ah ouais. Là, tu l'as mal positionné au départ, c'est foutu après. Oh, tu l'as mal positionné. mal positionné au départ.
So you think direction wasn't right? You can see that it is a very, very strong spring.
Ah, il est pas passé bien loin celui-là. Vous voyez comment ça a descendu? Atroce, hein.
Et toi, tu t'es pas blessé?
Non, non, je l'ai pris là, dans le côté de la...
Parce que là, il en reste un. Hein.
Ouais, ouais. Ah ouais, je sais, il en reste un. Non, non, il en reste un. Ah bah là, le tout a sauté, la photo placée. Je te l'ai dit, hein.
Ouais.
Tu démarres mal, c'est foutu, c'est terminé. Tu te fais débarbouiller.
So we replace a second time the valve compressor. Okay.
Allez.
We put the other end on the valve. Vas-y, tourne.
Ah bah non, si t'appuies dessus, moi,
Ah oui,
je peux
mais
pas
il
le
faut que
tourner.
je sois en face.
Je peux pas le tourner.
Il faut qu'il soit sur la valve. Et là il est pas droit là, hein. Il est pas sur le...
Ouais, ouais, je sais.
Non mais là il appuie pas. Là c'est...
Fais gaffe parce que...
Non, faut redéfaire. Faut redéfaire, voilà.
Mal positionné. Mal.
Tu tiens le haut, moi je m'occupe de tel. Keep the top, I care of the bottom. Ok, vas-y, c'est bon, t'es dans ton truc. Voilà, stop. Voilà.
Maintenant, on va brancher ça. Ah, et puis en plus, on a ça qui gêne.
Ouais. The water hose connector. It's a bit boring at this place.
Pas glisser. Là, je vais le prendre par là.
Ouais.
Attends.
Attention. Beware with the water. Holes.
Voilà.
Okay.
Non, je suis pas bon. Faut que je le centre en dehors de ça.
To be
Voilà.
outside the
Attention.
fan. We can see the queue of the valve
Voilà.
and it's fell down. Ok, il est tombé. Now uncompress it slowly. Slowly. Doucement, doucement. C'est bon, c'est bon. Ok. Et hop. On compresse the compressor. Cheese. Voilà. Hop. And the valve moved very badly, and we can see that it is full of tar. now I will send them in my ultrasonic cleaner, and they will be polished to be reused. Okay, so I put valve and spring into the cleaner. I put also some supermafrazole liquid in the water. I separate the very small parts into a small glass recipient, and now I will start it for 3 timer half an hour. I set the temperature to 75 degrees, which give me some correct results. And the bath started to change its color quickly. Maybe I can zoom into it and you will see the moving bubbles. Let's do that. Here we are, so 2 times half an hour into the sonic cleaner. I removed the spring because I could not close it, and this, it's hot. Et voilà. Here is the bath, and hop là. And they look so much nicer now. As you can see, there is still some tar on it that I will have to remove with various products and polish them in order to make them reusable. This is what I have after 1 hour and a half in the cleaner. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do. It removes a lot of tar, but it would take me about 20 minutes to clean them like this one. So you can count 12 times, 20 minutes. I will have some very short night sound. So I've done the 6 inlet valve, the large one, but they are quite used and have some scratch and impacts on them. I have quite well cleaned them, makes the surface very smooth, and I'm very disappointed about the output valve, which are slightly marked. You can see even after the same job I've done with the inlet, they are very scratched. I may replace them. As you can see, it's not. If you want to focus on them, yes. Okay. Quite disappointing. Here it is. I have quickly replaced for checking the valve. So I noticed that there was two types of output valve or exhaust, as you want to call it. The flat type or the curved in the center type. I have taken in my attic this other heatsink, culasse, top cylinder, call it as you like. And I immediately noticed that there was only two type of valve. Curved for the inlet and flat for the output. I won't use this one because in their past someone used coolant sealer, and as you can see it will require very long and deep cleaning with professional tools that I haven't. I will also check which kind of valve I will use. I know that I have in stock some outlet valve, and I will have to compare them. And another model of culasse, top cylinder, heatsink, call it as you like again. And this one have a smaller valve. In fact, the two other one you have seen before have 41 millimeters, and this one have 83 millimeter wide, and the flat inlet for the output. This one was in a very clean state and was surfaced, but I won't use it. Or in last chance, try if required. Back from my attic, and that's what I found. Alors, let's start by the original Opel parts. Exhaust ventil, new and with the Opel logo on the queue. They're polished. There is no special product here. DLP valve. It is labeled for Opel. And then you can see immediately that there is a black product and they are flat. First pack of Eaton Livia valve, Italia. They also have black product, and they are also flat. And yes, I forgot to show you. This is the reference from Opel for the standard ventil, as they call it. And another pack of Eaton Livia, which is labeled Opel typo Scirocco. I don't know why. And very flat and shiny. And no product here. So I will use the standard Opel Ventile. I have two sets. And what I learned from mechanics, there is no more better parts than the original parts. With this one I was very much more lucky to extract the valve. This time when I hang it with the hammer, they respond well. And I have applied some oil in all the contact area, and I will just use the compressor Not sure if you can see that, but here it is. So I have just to move carefully, and yes, it comes nicely, little by little. Voilà. No excessive pressure, no excessive moved. Voilà. The screwdriver. Oh, the voilà. The other one with another bit. And hopla. Ah. So remove a bit to make it centered and reapply it again. Voilà. Ah. Still don't want to move. Hop. Screwdriver, help me please. Voilà. Up. And now lightly uncompress the spring. Et voilà. The correct and standard method. On the right, the valve after 1 hour and a half in the cleaner, ultrasonic cleaner, sorry, and on the left the polished valve I did. So at first I have used green Scotch-Brite for about 1 minute. After that I sanded down with grade 80, and 1 minute later I used grade 120, and I finish by grade 240. For each of them I have used oil, and I just mount it on this old drill machine which reaches 5000 RPM. For protecting the queue, I have simply used paper sheet from a newspaper, just 2 layers, and be sure that it goes well into the head of the drill machine, and that they won't get marks when you will pressurize the head. And also be sure to align it correctly so there is no wobulation. Voilà. There is no wobulation, so now you go. I can hardly pressurize it, and action. I start by the bottom and try to remove the residues that were in the center, and then I keep doing some little moves in order not to make some deep scratches, and also to remove black residues that stays on this area. As you can see, it removes a lot. Voilà. We can see it start to be shine. Don't forget the other end. It's become very hot for my fingers, so I pass on the other side. And then 200 for 2. And it's very smooth. If you want to focus, maybe I'm too close. No, I don't want to focus on it. So let's take it off. Voilà. And voilà. Now I hope it. So on the other end, this is what I have. It's nice enough to be used again on this engine, and I'm very pleased with that. Now I have to check which are nice enough and not too much scratched.